Other days I'm really good at like articulating and saying things, and today I guess is just not one of those days.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing great. You're answering the questions. Maybe you're hungry. Maybe you're hungry.
I probably am.
Yeah, maybe it's time for dinner. So tell me how you do feel about all this. How do you feel about it? Besides hungry because it's time for dinner, how do you feel about this?
Well,
effect?
It makes me angry because it makes me kind of angry and also irritated because they try and cover up something that we can all plainly see. We can walk outside and go see radioactive areas that are shut off. You know, we can't go there, and obviously we're going to start connecting it on our brains when there's signs posted everywhere. Yet you're trying to tell us that, oh, it's safe, it's not going to harm you, when you're blocking it off. And you have workers around here and you're finding little pieces of radiation in our yards. Like, how are you going to tell us it's safe when it's obviously is damaging if you have to take it up out of the ground? So, yeah.
And so you walk out your door, or your mother tells you that during the day there are these guys out there measuring the stuff and digging it up and everything. And you have to wonder about that.
Yeah.
And why you're not feeling good on certain days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of scary and really shocking to know that it was right there, because I walk over that path every day when I go to school. So it's just like, wow, like all that time spent walking over that single square, never knowing that it's right there.
And your mom told me too, you when you were younger, you used to collect things around you, little pieces of metal and little stuff.
Yeah. I used to collect a lot of things. Like, I would go outside and find little barrettes or like little buttons, and I'd be like, oh, this is cool. Like, I was like 5 or 6, so I was obviously intrigued by it, and I would like take things up out of the ground. I'd be like, oh, this is nice, and I'd take it up in my room, and it would just sit there right near my bed. And so I feel like if I had radioactive things in my bed, that's,
we thought they were little treasures. We have like a little treasure box that we kept them in because we thought they were like cool little findings in the dirt.
Yeah, especially because the island is called Treasure Island. It's like, oh, there's little treasures. Yeah, those treasures are deadly.
Deadly treasures.
If they are indeed to be radioactive.
If they are, do I hear a question in your mind?
I know. Well, I mean, we have no idea. We don't even have them anymore that we know of. We haven't been able to find them, so.
Yeah, we haven't been able to find the little buttons that we find. We found a couple years ago, and we thought they were military buttons because they looked like military buttons. But that was before we knew it was a military base. And then we were like, oh my god, we found actual military buttons. This is so cool. And I kept them in a little box, and now I don't know where they are, so they could be lost in my house somewhere. And that's scary because if they are radioactive, that's in my house. Mm-hmm. And that's, could be affecting us right now.
Mm-hmm. Yum. So, have you had any other health effects besides lupus? Any other?
Yeah. I have ovarian cysts, which are little, how do I say that? Little pus-filled sacs that are on my ovaries, and they cause a lot of pain.
Really?
And it's really painful. And I have to take a couple different medications to help that, like, not be painful every day. And if one ruptures, I would have to get surgery and, like, to remove it. And if it gets too big or it, like, if it gets too big, I'm going to have surgery. So it's a really scary position because, and also with lupus, like, I can have, like, organ failures and stuff like that because lupus can just cause, like, different, like, kidneys. It can cause, like, kidney problems and stuff, so that's scary. And then I have eye problems. I have astigmatisms in both my eyes. But that didn't happen until like a year ago. So yeah.
So it makes you kind of angry.
Yeah, because I feel like if I didn't live here, I wouldn't have as much problems as I do today. But I mean, yeah.
Do you have cousins or any like family members that are like your same age that aren't living here that are having health problems like you have? Is there anybody that you can, who isn't on Treasure Island, that's kind of a peer of yours that you can compare yourself to? Family members?
Not really, because I only talk to one of my cousins, and he is 18, so I don't really have a lot of my age.
Does he have any health problems? I mean, your brother is up
But
more to it.
my cousin, no. I don't think so. No.
Where does he live?
We lived in Oakland and then Diamond Heights. I have almost 30 nieces and nephews
Mm-hmm.
who
You don't
live
know
in
them,
different
huh?
states, and they don't have the same.
None of
living.
them.
No.
Catherine said she's standing over there. She has 30 nieces and nephews living in different states, and none of them have any problems like this.